Hi, I'm Mayor David Black, and this is City Happenings. The city welcomes 4 new firefighters, and we'll take you to the swearing-in ceremony. Sump Library has another fun-themed story time coming up. And the Metro Area Planning Agency, you might know it as MAPA, is releasing its recommendations for transit expansion in Sarpy County after a year-long study. City Happenings for the week of February 20th is next.
Thanks, Mayor Black. 4 new firefighters officially join the city with their swearing-in ceremony.
What we know from history and tradition is that once somebody starts with a fire department, they generally do not leave. We're in this business for 30 to 35 years, if not longer, just because we come to love the job if we don't know much about it going in. So it's a privilege and an honor and a great opportunity for these men to be sworn into our family in Papillion and in the Papillion Fire Department. Ryan Vonderhaar comes to us with experience with the Bellevue Fire Department. We're always happy to steal people away that have experience. Ryan has coursework done at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and is very close to getting his degree at Metro Community College, and Ryan's also a paramedic, so we're putting him to work in that regard as well. Jerry Picorni. Jerry comes to us as a 20-year veteran of the United States Air Force. So great experience there. Also has volunteer firefighter experience back in Delaware, in Dover, Delaware. So we're happy to have Jerry with us. Next up is Ryan Savage. Ryan is one of those overachievers when it comes to education. He's got his bachelor's degree in occupational safety and 2 associate's degrees, one in civil engineering, another in fire science. He was an Air Force firefighter and more recently at the Lincoln Airport, and is a member of the Air National Guard as well. And then Andrew Simone. Andrew comes to us from the Sioux City Airport Fire Department. Has a fire science degree from the Community College of the Air Force. So these 4 make up our newest group.
Sump Library continues its special themed story times.
We want both boys and girls, both littles, to be able to come in and dress as a pirate or dress as a princess. And they do like to wear costumes, so we encourage that. And we want them to come in and enjoy the day and have pirate bowling and pin the kiss on the frog and silly things that go with that theme. We encourage costumes, and we just like to be able to offer it to the kids that don't make it here during our weekly programs.
McMahon says they work hard to keep ideas fresh and fun because there's competition.
Grocery stores are often story times and cooking classes and all sorts of things. The YMCA, like, I'm not bashing them, but we compete with a lot of other entities, so we really want to pull. Our focus is the literacy and the literature, and so if we can pull that piece in, we feel like we're doing pretty well, and that's what we're supposed to be doing.
McMahon explains that the library's goal is to encourage youngsters to read.
So by doing these literacy events once a month on Saturdays, we pull in the books that we want to read and the books that are obviously attached to the theme, but also are really good books and really fun books, and we'll encourage them to want to read.
McMahon emphasizes it's important for the youngsters to be engaged in the literature.
Not just to have it read to them, but to actually be able to see it and taste it and smell it and feel it really is developmentally appropriate for kids that would be the age that would come to this.
McMahon loves that Papillion is behind the library's efforts.
Our community is very supportive of what we do, and so we get really excited to be able to offer this kind of stuff. And it's, my team volunteers help staff it, and my staff comes, and it's just a good thing for us to do. It's the right thing for us to do.
Pirates and Princesses Storytime is Saturday, February 25th at 10:30 a.m.
We'll have pirate bowling, and we'll have the crafts are you make a parrot and you clothespin it to your shoulder, and we'll have an obstacle course, a pirate obstacle course, and wash the plank, and we're going to take brooms and push balloons across the cork floor, and just silly things, just fun games for the kids to do.
The Metro Area Planning Agency has assembled the public and stakeholders information from a year-long study into transit expansion in Sarpy County. MAPA's recommendations are now public. Does this study include public or private transit options?
That's a really great question. So we are talking about both. And so Currently in Sarpy County, there's a number of communities that have kind of a local paratransit or elderly service. So somebody's at a senior center and they need to ride to a doctor's appointment. Communities like Bellevue, Papillion, and La Vista are already providing that. Metro Transit, the building that we're in today, they have a number of express routes, which are basically buses that start out in the suburban area and come into maybe downtown or areas kind of where there are employment centers in the morning and in the afternoon. And so we're looking at expanding those as well.
Now that the information is in, who processes it and how is it processed?
It's another great question. One of the early recommendations in the first 5 years of kind of the proposal that we put out there is to do what we're calling kind of a funding or governance study, which basically looks at, Metro Transit operates off of property taxes in the city of Omaha. That's where they derive all of their revenue from. And by state law, they're not really authorized to do much beyond that, except by contract. And so if we're looking at expanding transportation and transit service in Sarpy County, it's not really equitable for communities in Sarpy County to bear the full operational cost of that through a contract.
There are lots of ways to stay up to date with what's happening in Papillion. You can find us on Facebook, follow the City of Papillion on Twitter, or even watch our YouTube channel. Information about all of our departments and programs is available on our website. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.